Welcome back to the Lord of the Rings, the Third Age walkthrough on the PlayStation 2. This is part 7 and we are continuing in the Mines of Moria and received an epic cutscene, so we'll watch that.
You have found our campsite. That is very good indeed. You have also found Boromir, for he has traveled with us since Rivendell. Have you considered, Berethor, precisely why you were compelled to seek him? Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends.
So we are now at the campsite in the Fellowship of the Ring in Moria. You probably remember this place from the Fellowship of the Ring movie. It was the same scene when Frodo discovered or saw Gollum here in Moria. So yeah, it's the same place. We have 3 ways to go. We're going to go the first way. So yeah, from that cutscene, I love that quote from the Fellowship of the Ring when Frodo says that he wished he didn't ever have the ring and stuff like that, and then Gandalf says, "So do all who live to see such times." I really love that. I just love it. So we found the 4th out of 7 runes. We have 3 more to find. You'll find out later why we are collecting these runes. So save point there, but first battle. Yep, another battle. What do we have to fight this time? 3 orcs. 3 orcs. Hopefully this won't be too hard. Yay! Idril just learned Drain Inspiration, and pretty much what that is, if you have little action points, I think it is, you can use Drain Inspiration to drain an enemy of action points so that you get the action points. I think that's what the attack is, if I remember correctly. Let's use some Company Might, and we just learned Company Valor for Berethor. We will use that a bit later. Not going to do it now, or I might, I don't know. Who knows? No, I won't. We'll do some attacks to try and take down these wargs. So you probably saw that had to use his cleaving wound on the warg, so that now the warg will lose health as the rounds go on, naturally. Well, not really naturally, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I bet you do. Let's try and take out this other warg. Loudwater. We'll have to continue using Loudwater because I really want to get some new attacks in spirit mode for Idril. I really want to get that. And that was the battle. Yay! We completed the battle. Let's see if we get anything from it except experience. Idril leveled up. That is really nice. And we got some suede leather jerkin or something like that for Elcoast. So that is fantastic.
How can we open this?
We will have to unlock Moria's secrets first.
Yes, before the goblins trap us here.
So we need to unlock Moria's secrets before we can enter or open that door. And pretty much what's through that door is the way to Eastern Moria, because we are now in Western Moria and that road will take us to Eastern Moria. So we have to unlock Moria's secrets before we can open that door. And I have not yet found all 7 runes, so I can't do anything about that grave or tomb over there. So yeah, that is basically why we are collecting the runes. For that tomb, grave, whatever. To find something there. You will see what it is later. Not yet. So another battle, and again it's 3 wargs, just like it was in the first battle. So that is perfect. Really nice. So I am really sore in my throat for some reason, or not really. I'm not really sore in my throat, but I kind of get really out of breath when I do these videos, and I'm really out of breath right now. And that is really annoying. It's really annoying. Using Company Might again when you haven't used Company of Valor yet. We will sometime though. Don't you worry. Berthor actually has quite little health. That's not nice at all. And Hadad has very little action points. Not very little, but it's quite little. That was the end of that warg. Nearly said dwarf or dwark. I almost said dwark. Something in between a dwarf and a warg. I don't want to see a warg and a dwarf morph together. That wouldn't be nice at all. Some more Loudwater. Loudwater actually takes a lot of damage on the enemy, as you've probably noticed. It's really nice. I love it. I really do. And only one more warg to get. And he killed Berthor. That is not good. And yeah, whatever. The warg is dead. Like so. Oh, Berthor was that close to leveling up. Would have been so nice if he did level up, because he's got 0 health. Well, he's got 1 health because he's dead, so he got 1 health. So he got a new sword for Berthor. We might equip it actually. We'll see. Because we got this Orc Sword on Berthor right now, and we don't want that because it's for an Orc. Let's do some stats. Give them some stat points. Sorry if I'm making a lot of noise. And again, I'm just going to mention it again. There's still builders outside. And some of you have said that you can't really hear the builders. But I just want to say it in case, you might hear it. So then I just want to tell you, just in case you do hear it. So let's equip the sword. It looks really nice, that sword. That sword looks really good on. Really like that sword. It looks amazing. Let's save the game before we continue on. We're in the crypt room now, it seems. The crypt room. So we have now went this way. We are now going to go back to the camp site of the Fellowship, and then we're going to go that second road or route, and we will see where that leads us. I know already where it leads us, but you don't. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just a little bit sick. Still a little bit sick. It's annoying, I know. It's very annoying. So you come up to this area, you can see that there's a really long way right here, and another battle. Yeah, that road is quite long. Only one goblin, but you know these goblins, they're quite annoying, and sometimes they take a lot of time to kill. So let's hope this one isn't one of them. Oh, he wasn't. He was really easy to kill. Yay! That one was really easy. Really quick to kill. And Berthor leveled up. That is very good. Idril is very close. And it seems we got a belt buckle for Hadad and a big scene.
The Orc breed knows only fear and domination. It does not matter their size. remember this lesson well, for there are much more powerful orcs upon your road. And some I hope you never encounter.
Unfortunately, we will encounter that guy. I won't say anything more, but we will encounter him 2 times, actually, 2 times. But enough of that, because we haven't come that far yet, so I won't say anything just yet. Continuing on this way, this road right here. Another battle. Let's see what it is this time. 3 goblins. That is not nice. I hate goblins. They are so annoying, and they always use a lot of time to die, and that is very annoying. So I just want them to die quickly. That attack, I'm not going to lie, that attack looks really nice. That triple slash. It's kind of like a fire attack. It looks really cool. It actually does look really cool. I do like that attack, actually. I do. So we have to remember to also use spirit attacks with Hadid as well. I just used Flaming Fury. He also has a stone shield attack. Kind of that attack will protect a member of the company. It's kind of like a shield, so that they can't really get attacked or lose health. It can be broken through, but later on we will learn a stronger shield, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really use the shield until a member of the company has very little health, and then I just kind of use the shield to help that member. I don't really use the shield that often. I don't really use spirit mode for Hadid much at all, but I try to use it sometimes. I use mostly the Flaming Fury, but I do try to use the shield attacks as well. And there are other spirit attacks that we will get later on, and I will try to use those attacks as well. Because we have to try every attack. We do. Yes, we do. Because I want to show you guys everything. And everything is every attack. So, yeah. And there's a battle inside the chest. I hate it when you come up to a chest and you're about to open it, and then you get surprised by battle. Because I always get like frightened. I remember when I played this game for the first time, I remember there was one specific moment here in Moria where I was running, and then there's just one specific place in Moria where you run along, and then there are goblins coming down from the roof. And then they will climb down to the ground and they will attack you. Some of you might know what I'm talking about from the movie, because it's the same thing in the movie with the Fellowship, and then there's goblins climbing down from the ceiling and onto the ground. It's the same thing in this game, and then I always get really frightened when they come down, because I can't really see them in Moria because it's really dark, so I can't see them, and then I get surprised by them and really frightened. And I probably will get really frightened when we come to that point in this walkthrough. I probably will get really frightened then as well. So yeah. And that was the end of that battle. Berthor and his sword has won again. And Hadid has leveled up. And we got a longbow for Elaghost. We don't really use Elaghost that much. We will use him sometime. And we got a shield for Hadid and an epic scene. So enjoy.
Long have I walked the forgotten paths of Middle-earth, and oft I studied the treasury of their past. Thousands of years ago, elves fought in a last alliance with men, overthrowing the evil of Sauron. animosity towards dwarves extends further back in time. None speak of deeds that divided them, but ancient distrust still burns in the hearts of both races.
Have you heard nothing Lord Elrond has said? The ring must be destroyed.
And I suppose you think you're the one to do it. So much for the feeble. No one trusts an elf.
You witness a rare thing, Gondorian. Elf and dwarf united in uneasy fellowship. But as you travel these lands, your small company faces the same old hatreds. Unite them, for the remaining treasures of Moria will not be surrendered without a fight.
Thank God that Idril and Hadad sort of get along. We can be happy about that. They do have their quarrels, you know. And it seems that the shield was for Berethor, not Hadad. But one thing I do really like about Lord of the Rings is the whole relationship between the elves and the dwarves. I know it's a negative relationship and it's not a healthy relationship because it's evil and they don't like each other. But you know, I like that because you can relate to the real world, because we here on planet Earth we have the same kind of fights between different groups of people, whether it's because of their racial backgrounds, the color of their skin, their sexuality, their gender, whatever it is. We still have that kind of thing going around in the real world. So I really like that it's the same thing in Middle Earth as well, because then you can relate. I really like that. I love it when you can relate to a story. It's the same thing with Harry Potter, because you have the same thing between the mudbloods and the purebloods. Yeah, it's the same thing. So I love that whole thing, even though the relationship is not a good one. I think it's good to have in a story, because then a reader can relate. And I just learned a new attack for Berethor, Citadel Rage. That attack is really good. Basically what that attack is that you can attack 2 times. For example, in one attack you can hit the enemy 2 times in a row. You will see later when I do use the attack, because I'm really bad at explaining, so it's much better to just show you what the attack is rather than try to explain it. So we're coming along here, going into this room. There's a battle here. It's a battle. That sounded a bit strange. So 2 goblins. Let's hope it's not too difficult. I don't like these goblins. I'm going to be happy when the goblins are gone. They are sort of gone after you're done with Moria. Yeah, that's the Citadel of Rage. You can see it's really strong. It took the goblin out really quick. So there will be less goblins when we're done with Moria, but it's kind of sad because I love Moria, but then it's also good because I hate goblins. So it's a difficult thing. So the Citadel of Rage, I will use that a lot because it is a really good attack. And another epic scene.
You are graced, my friend, for the Lady of the Light guards and guides you. The elves channel the powers of fire, air, earth, and water, for they are the firstborn. Should you survive Moria, it is likely you will see their realm, despite the evil you carry with you. For many long ages has the Lady Galadriel fought the Shadow, but it has not claimed her. Go now and finish your task. They await you beneath the trees.
They certainly do await us under the trees, so we will have to continue our journey so that we can reach them. So that is the 5th out of 7 runes. We only need to collect 2 more runes, so that is very good. Let's continue into the next room.
You dares. I think I do.
Yeah, that one is quite funny. Hadid is actually really funny. I do love him. So, goblins. This goblin is quite strong. He's doing an inferno of Udin. And the company does not really have that much health left. So we have to try and take out this goblin because he's the strongest one. He does spirit attacks. He has magic. So try and take him out quite quickly, so that he won't bug us anymore. So a loud water fury and a citadel rage didn't take him out. So there you can see he's quite strong. So you have to be careful now to not die. We do have elf medicine and all that stuff, so it's not really that big of a deal if you do die. So there, that goblin died at least. That is good. But we still have 2 more goblins to defeat. They are attacking. And another thing about goblins and enemies in general, I find the enemies attack more often. They attack a lot more often than the company does. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. We're going to see that a little bit later on in the walkthrough. Only 1 more goblin to defeat. Yeah, there he's dead. That is very good. So let's see what the goblins have been guarding after this. So we got some silver pauldrons for Idjol and an epic scene.
Orcs are a cruel race, their nature shaped by the hatred of the Dark Lord. Destruction and pain are all they know. And in Moria, they have become a small, cruel breed the elves call goblins. I shall tell you more should we survive our current encounter with these creatures.
So the Fellowship of the Ring are now being attacked by goblins in that circle. You probably remember from the movie. It's the same thing. So this room, we actually have to come back to this room a bit later on, because you probably saw that there is a book lying just there. So we are going to come back for that. So we're just saving real quick. Oh, this might be the entrance to Eastern Moria. I can't really remember where the entrance to Eastern Moria is. If it's that huge door, or if it's here, can't remember.
What do we have here?
Can't you tell by the wrapping of the shaft? It's the last axe ever forged in Moria. A respected ranger.
I'm sorry, my friend. I meant no disrespect.
So had it just acquired the last axe ever forged in Moria. That is really cool.
As you have learned, my friend, dwarves are formidable tunnel fighters. Now, as you behold their shattered armories, you glimpse weapons wielded long in the defense of Moria. Tools and devices of war, large and small, were forged here. Some have been lost, some recently found, but the greatest of all still remains hidden.
Yep. I think there's another battle right over here. Yeah, there is another battle. This is going to be the last battle of the video. So after this video we're just going to do some stats and equip some equipment and then save the game, and that will pretty much be the end of the video. Oh no, we just missed. It's so annoying when you try to do these attacks, and some of the attacks actually take quite a lot of action points, and then it's very annoying if you miss and then you try again and then you miss again. I do get quite irritated when the characters miss. I do. I have to be honest. I do. And had it missed again, I think it's dexterity that gives the character a bigger chance of striking an enemy, so I will give them all dexterity. Igil is actually quite good at hitting an enemy and also jump away from an enemy that's trying to hit her. You know what I mean, right? It's harder for an enemy to hit Igil, if you know what I mean. So that was the battle. Do we get some treasure for it, or do we only get experience for the battle? No treasures. So yeah, we'll do some stats, and we found the 6th out of 7 runes. Only one more rune to get, and then that will be every rune. So we'll do some stats now, equip some equipment. As you can see, we need to do that, and then we will save the game. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Come back for the next video. I'm going to promise you guys there are going to be lots of interesting and exciting things happening in the next video, and you have to make sure that you tune in for the next video because it's going to be really exciting. So come back for the next video, and yeah, we will do some exciting things. And that is part 8 because this has been part 7. So come back for the next part. I will see you then, guys. Bye.